masculinity and being feminine, because I can't say femininity. So, guys hate being feminine and girls hate toxic masculinity. We are constantly at odds with each other, hating the good and the bad parts of one another. We need both, and this is why. Before I start the video, I just like to ask for you to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and leave your hot takes in the comments. I'd love to read through them. There's always talk about being a toxic man or being a toxic woman, and I personally don't care about it. I'm here to show you what the good parts of both could do and what you should explore. So here is what ChatGPT said about good masculine traits and good feminine traits. So we have courage, responsibility, integrity, compassion, resilience, leadership, loyalty, self-discipline, protectiveness, humility for masculine. And for feminine, we have empathy, nurturance, intuition, patience, gentleness, emotional intelligence, cooperation, compassion, creativity, and resilience. We need safe environments to practice both our masculine and feminine sides, and that is something that a lot of people don't search for. One of the ways that I love practicing my feminine side and masculine side at the same time is through dance. Because it's not only the autonomy of your own body, but the autonomy of the person that you are leading. This is why I love a partner dance specifically. I have this experience with a lot of guys where they're hating dance, but they don't really ever give themselves the opportunity to fail and become better at it. They call it fruity or gay or something that removes the masculine aspect of it. And I believe it is an art form that transcends across multiple cultures. In Brazil, I taught many girls how to dance, and I taught them how to dance salsa. And in return, they taught me how to dance samba, forró, and different forms of Brazilian dance. It was a great way to meet people, and it was an awesome icebreaker. It makes me more pleasant to be around, and it allows me to be more comfortable with rejection. Whenever I go social dancing, I have to be comfortable with the fact that I might not be the best dancer in the room, but with enough time, I have crafted a little bit of my own style, having my own dance moves and my own little kinks. That is what I strive to do more of, to have a style that not many people could replicate. Social dancing is very difficult. It takes a lot of courage in the beginning to go up to beautiful women and have them potentially say no to them dancing with you. And at the end of the day, there is that one person who will dance with you, and you kind of have to carry that win forward. You have to look towards building your confidence slowly, using all the yeses and all the correct moves as little stepping stones to become better and to be more comfortable with failing in dance. Whenever I first started dance, I hated the idea of moving my body, moving my hips, and moving my butt, but it's because I sucked. The necessity of dance is one that I feel a lot of Western cultures and a lot of English-speaking countries tend to forget. It's a way to understand people around you through movement. There's also these personal anecdotes in one of David Buss's books called Why Women Have Sex. It's deemed to be one of the most attractive things across cultures, and I will say only bad dancing is unattractive, so get better at it. So MMA is a way that I practice self-care. It is a way that I control my emotions in stressful scenarios. In jiu-jitsu, I have to constantly think about the fact that someone is trying to break my arm, choke me out, or do some type of harm to me. And I have to react in an appropriate way, in a way that protects both me and my partner in practice. But upon a real life scenario, it is awesome to know that I have the potential of channeled violence. And this channeled violence is very specific to subduing or harming someone if need be. This allows me to practice care, responsibility, and self-discipline while creating a good sense of protectiveness over myself. A good quote that I really like is, "It is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener at war." There is no nobleness in not knowing how to fight. I feel like people sometimes demonize fighting. It's a way that people cope with the idea of not being able to fend for themselves if the time ever came. I heard about a concept that has kind of stuck with me. There are a lot of psychopaths in the world. Many of them wander through this world. They still have an understanding of repercussions, and it is only the sane man that keeps their desires at bay. It is a necessity to be able to protect yourself. I say it's more important than math at times, or as important as math. But the idea of you having the ability to protect yourself without ever putting yourself in a scenario that emulates danger is unrealistic. A lot of men that I've met and a lot of women that I've met also have false senses of confidence in their ability to defend themselves. This is why I feel MMA is a necessity. I personally love showing people how little they are capable of in terms of harming other people. People think that Krav Maga or only one martial art will save them. This is also a false principle. When someone is attacking you, they don't just box you or they don't just wrestle you. They do everything in their power to try to subdue you, to try to harm you. And this is why I like these three. Muay Thai, good for striking. Jiu-Jitsu, good for grappling, groundwork, understanding how to escape grips and put people in them. And wrestling, learning how to stand, pin, move out of certain submissions. I feel like these make me really well-rounded, having basic abilities in my game to be able to defend myself. If someone ever comes to strike with me, I'm okay. If someone ever tackles me, I'm okay. If someone ever tried doing any harm to me, I am okay. Training obviously comes with its humility. The first time I got messed up by someone smaller than me was an interesting experience. They played with me like a toy, even though I was 20 pounds heavier than them. This is your sign to get better. Being masculine and being feminine are two in the same. They both require courage, and that is why I want you to be a more courageous human being and try some of these out.